Welcome back to another episode of Dem Sports Talk Podcast. I'm your host, the finest Madison. This is episode 9, and we have a lot to talk about. All right, Sean. Look, I'm going to just jump right into it. We're going to start with some NBA. The Lakers are world champions. They won the finals. I mean, who would have guessed, right? Who would have fucking guessed? We all guessed. We all knew this would happen. We all knew this was coming. And I mean, congratulations to LeBron. Congratulations to the Lakers. And it's a great win. It's a great moment. You know, they dedicated everything to Kobe. Rest in peace. So it's all good and all great in that aspect. Even though I did want the Miami Heat to win, but you know, it was great. And then Game 6 was a fucking doozy, bro. It was like the Heat had no fucking chance. The Lakers came out with all the intensity, with all the aggression that they needed to win, and they played crazy. And LeBron did LeBron things, and Anthony Davis was right there with him. LeBron was amazing. Triple double, 28 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists. He 13 to 20 on shooting. It was insane. And I respect LeBron for that. He didn't lead us up to anyone else. He did the same thing last game, but they had a few execution problems, and you know, Danny Green missed some wide open shots. And Danny Green was getting death threats about that shit, by the way, which is insane. Like, I mean, it's not that insane. I've seen people get death threats about the most random shit. So Danny Green getting death threats about missing a wide open fucking three to tie the game and possibly win it. Yeah. That's normal. But, you know, AD had a pretty good double-double, 19 points, 15 rebounds. But fuck getting into the numbers like that. You know, this is Dem Sports Talk. You know, we look at the fucking screen, the sports talk, right? LeBron wasn't going to let anything stop him from winning this title. Like, no matter what he did, LeBron was going to win this title. He was going to win these finals. He was going to win his fourth. He was not going to let this be on his legacy. He was not going to let the supreme underdogs beat him in a fucking in a fucking finals. He was not going to let that happen. And you saw he tried to close it out last game, but they were still a little bit too lax. Not him, but the rest of the team, still just a little bit too relaxed, and they couldn't close it out. But anyway, congratulations to LeBron James for closing it out. Congratulations to the Lakers organization on another title win and tying the Celtics for most NBA Finals wins, Finals trophies or whatever of all time in the NBA. So congratulations to y'all. Y'all deserve a soft hand clap, and I fuck with y'all. Now, on to the other side of the ball, Miami Heat. I mean, y'all tried. And I mean, and all the players are relatively young, to be honest. Bam, he had a big game, but he was the only one. I think Bam had 25, and the closest person to him was like 12. So it was a bunch of 12s, and it was Bam's 25. But in the end, they're still a relatively young team. I mean, and I feel like Goran coming back kind of fucked them up because I feel like Jimmy was trying a bit more to get others involved instead of actually score. I think Jimmy only took 10 shots. I told y'all the last podcast or podcast before that Jimmy, in order for the Heat to win, Jimmy needs to be taking 18 plus shots. He needs to take at least 18 shots. Like, that's the only way he's winning. I don't see a world at all where Miami Heat won any game without him taking, in the finals anyway, against the Lakers, without him taking at least 18 shots. And he didn't do that, so of course they didn't win. He was like 5 for 10 from the field or some shit like that. But Jimmy, you needed to be more dominant, more aggressive, and play like Jimmy Buckets and not Jimmy Butler. And that was the issue, right? And also Goran Dragic, you know, rushing back from injury. I feel like that didn't really help them at all. I feel like that kind of hindered them a little bit. But, you know, that's just me and from what I saw, right? But, yeah, last thing I'm going to say about this, it was post-game. There was a couple things post-game that was said that got my attention. Three things. first of all, Anthony Davis was sucking LeBron's dick like fuck. Anthony Davis was over there like, yo, you the GOAT. You the GOAT. He was going ham, bro. I mean, you can hear the man on the microphone, and he wasn't even speaking on the microphone. But I mean, he excited. I get it, but god damn. And and LeBron, I think he said, he had a little, he's had his little speech, blah blah blah. Rachel Nichols was asking him all these questions, but he said he wanted his respect. He said, I want my damn respect, and I get it, because in the whole conversation with LeBron James versus Michael Jordan, who's the greatest, blah blah blah. Most people, poo-poo him and just say whatever, like you can't be, and they just bring up final situations like, yo, you 3-6 in the finals, well now you 4-6 in the finals, and MJ was 6-0, blah blah blah, and that's really the main thing that they use. And I mean, I understand the frustration because it's like, yeah, I'm 4-6 in the finals, but I've been to the finals 10 times, my guy, like. That's fucking, like, if you really think about it, he's been in the league 17 years. So there's only been 7 seasons, 7 years out of his 17 where he wasn't the one playing for a championship. Just really understand that. Like, if you really think about it, outside of the Lakers organization and the Celtics organization, there's no organization who's been to the finals more than him. Like, just like really think about that. There's not another organization, and outside of them, the players back in the 80s and shit, where when or 70s or whatever, when the fucking there was a few pockets of players just completely dominating the entire league, like, and those players on the Celtics and the Lakers. There's no one or any organization who's done this shit more often or for a longer period of time, and even with the Lakers and the Celtics, like, they did it in spurts, like a decade on, a decade off type shit. Like, like I think Bill Russell, he went to 11 or some shit like that. But I mean, besides him, this is like really, there's really no one else. There's like absolutely no one else, and that's nuts because they use that argument, right? But Bill Russell went to 11, and then he win like 8 of them shits or some shit. But no one ever brings up Bill Russell's name. But anyway, I'm not gonna get on all that. I don't even gonna go into that. I love Mike. I love LeBron. One day I might do a little special and have my brothers and uncles or whatever, and we debate this LeBron, MJ, GOAT status, whatever the fuck. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to bring up that I saw post game was Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler quickly, like the guy that he is, he was like, all right, bet, we lost, but I told Coach Spo, Coach Pat, I get him one. I ain't get him one, so we gonna get him next year. Quick, no sulk, no nothing. Like, all right, bet they won, we got him next year. Don't even worry. I see how I gotta play now. I'm adjust myself to how I gotta play. My young pups gonna get older. They're gonna get more lethal. Because you really think about it, man, this experience that Tyler Hero, fucking Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo, like this playoff experience, this bubble, this whole, 5 months of focusing on nothing but basketball, practice, and dieting. I just think about that. For the past 5 months, all they've done was diet, play ball, practice ball, and study ball. That's it. That's all they've done. And they've done nothing else. So I feel like this bubble actually will exponentially like further the growth of the young players on the Miami Heat. So I mean, I gotta look, and then who's to say with some home court, next year with fans, what the Heat gonna do? I don't know, but I'm already excited to see it. Shit, the season just ended yesterday, and I'm already ready for next season. But that's really all I wanted to talk about with that game. And I think next season for NBA, it's just gonna start. I think they said it's gonna start sometime around Christmas or something like that. But who knows? This shit is all up and down. All right, but that's enough NBA. And now on to MLB. The first championship series game was played last night Houston versus Tampa Bay. In the last podcast, I told you fucks, I told all of you fucks that Tampa Bay was going to do their damn thing. I know that first inning home run had y'all thinking the Astros was going to win, but y'all like, oh, all that pitching ain't doing nothing. You bullshit. Blake Snell gave up 1. Nobody else gave up shit. Blake Snell pitched 5. And for the last 4, they brought in 4. Yo, and fucking Diego Castillo is just, he's pitching out of his mind. He closed out the game with 1 2/3 innings pitched, and he only pitched 17 times. And out of those 17 times, he threw 12 strikes. So, yes, Tampa Bay is doing their shit. Tampa Bay obviously won 2-1. I mean, Valdez, the pitcher for Houston, great game. But Tampa Bay's pitching and rotation in the bullpen is just, it's too amazing. Like, literally, Blake Snell gave up that 1, and I said they're not scoring again. They scored in the first inning, and I said they will not score again, and they didn't. I mean, what you gonna do, man? Literally, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like, this is what you're up against with the Tampa Bay Rays, right? All you have to score, literally, is probably 3-4 runs. But you can hardly score 1. That's the issue. You got to score on their starter because their bullpen is not going to give anything up. And their starters are fucking insane. Right? Blake Snell started today. And on their next game, they're probably going to start Glasnow or fucking Charlie Morton. Right? And it's like, what you going to do? So, yes, Monday, they're going to start Charlie Morton. Houston's going to have McCullers Jr. I mean, who you taking, McCullers Jr. or Charlie Morton? and then Charlie what? And this the beautiful part about Tampa Bay. If at any point they see their pitcher in trouble, they don't have to let their pitcher ride it out 5 innings regardless of whatever. They can pull you at any time. They will pull you at any time because they trust their bullpen that much. They will pull you after 2 innings. You can pitch 2 innings. If shit starts to look rocky, they pulling you and they're letting the bullpen rock. Because you know they can, over 8 innings, throw in fucking 6 different pitchers and you won't score shit. So that's going to be hard to beat. And we saw early in the season, and I know I'm just disregarding Atlanta, and I know I'm just disregarding Houston, but this is the world we live in. Like, when you can see the gap in talent, more than talent, it's just everything. You can just see the gap, right? And I don't see in any world where Braves beat the Dodgers, and I don't see in any world where Astros beat the Rays. I'm sorry. So, and I'm just saying, these Rays are going to be a fucking problem. And when they face the Dodgers in the World Series, it's going to be issues. Because if you all remember back into the Dodgers season, like, of course the Dodgers didn't lose too many games. They only lost 17 games. That's 3 better than the Rays, right? But in those 17 games that they lost, there were a few games that they lost because the other team had to constantly go into their bullpen. The other team didn't keep throwing the same pitcher. The Dodgers bats didn't have enough time to get a rhythm or to catch on to any tells that the pitcher might have that game, anything that the pitcher might have been doing, or the communication between the pitcher and the catcher that they might be able to pick up on to get some hits. You know, that's usually when they was losing those games. So that'd be crazy, but Tampa Bay Rays look beautiful. I mean, it was a wonderful showing. Valdez, he did shine. Blake Snell only got 2 strikeouts, but he only gave up 1 run. Even on those 6 hits, he only gave up 1 run. So I'm just trying to let y'all know, look, Tampa Bay's for real. I got them winning it all. The Dodgers will be the Bills of the 90s because they're going to make it this year, and they probably will make it next year again. And they're going to lose every time. Yo, these fucking Dodgers is bad, bro. Y'all so good, but y'all so trash. Like, how the fuck? I don't even understand it, bro. Fuck. On the football, this not gonna be an hour podcast today. This shit's gonna be a cool 30 minutes. I got time for that hour shit every day. On the football, it was a great football weekend, man. Like, first thing I want to talk about is these trash ass Falcons. They finally fired the head coach. Because, like I said, the Panthers gonna win. I said the Panthers are gonna win because the Falcons just not good enough. I mean, the Falcons, they kind of cleaned it up. If you was watching the game, you saw it looked a little bit different from previous games, right? The Falcons, the defense just wasn't just blowing coverage. In previous games, the Falcons defenders, they were just all out of place. Like, these motherfuckers running cover 2, and it looked like a zero blitz. How you running a cover 2 but it looked like when the play set off, it looked like y'all all about to rush the quarterback. Like, what the fuck, bro? But I mean, you knew that was coming. 16, now you 0-5. A 16-23 loss to the Carolina Panthers. You got Teddy Bridgewater out there looking like Aaron Rodgers. Like, what the fuck? Matt Ryan ain't doing shit. Todd Gurley had a decent game, but I mean, that's it. And the only reason why I say Matt Ryan ain't doing shit, he just didn't throw for any TDs. But, you know, when you get down there, the fucking running back get that shit. But, I mean, shit, that's really it. I mean, what? They only scored 1 touchdown, and they got like 3 fucking field goals. I mean, look, what you want to happen, man? Coach got to get fired. 0-5. Defense looks horrible. They blow leads. It's insane. Like, I mean, congratulations to the Falcons for getting out of that head coach. But I don't understand, right? The head coach, I can't remember his name right now, but I know for facts that he was a defensive coordinator. And I don't understand that. So how the fuck do you build up this reputation as a defensive coordinator, build it up enough for you to get a head coaching position, and then once you become a head coach, your defense goes to shit? Like, I understand as a head coach, you have 1,000,001 things to think about, but wouldn't you think as a head coach, if you're a defensive guy, that your defense is always on point? You know, or at the very least, have the defensive coordinator that you hire share your same sentiments or your same ideals or share your same logic or some shit, or even believe in the same kind of scheme that you believe in, so that way y'all both can make adjustments, y'all both see what's going on, and, you know, at any moment, if your defensive coordinator is having a bad game of play call, and you can step in and help out as the head coach. But no, I don't know what the fuck you did, but this 0-5 is inexcusable, especially when in 3 of the 5 games you were leading, you should be at least 3-2. And you might have kept your job, but you didn't. I mean, so get the fuck out of here. Congratulations to the Falcons for finally letting your bum ass go. And fucking, and on to another big surprise. I don't even want to say big surprise. So I told you I'll take the Raiders for these points because that 12 was too much, or that 11, however much it was. But the Raiders won, man. The Raiders beat the Chiefs. And it's insane. They beat them 40-32. Well, actually, it's not insane because, I mean, you watch the game, right? And you see that Kansas City defense was just like, they were taking a nap. They said, fuck it. I mean, they'll handle it. And this happens so much in sports where no matter what sport it is, whether it's basketball, football, hockey, soccer, whatever, when you have the best player or the best offense or the best whatever, the other side or the other players or whoever's opposite of whatever the best is on their team, sometimes they take naps. Sometimes they relax so much that it kills the team. And it's human nature, right? So you say, oh, man, we got the best offense ever. You know? Like, all right, we can take a little break because even if we give up 40, Pat in the fucking offense, they're going to get 43. And that's the thinking. And that's the thinking. And then it's crazy when the coaches even know that's the thinking. Excuse me. It's crazy when the coaches even realize what's going on. Because I think with 5.5 minutes left, it's 4th and 7, and they're on the Raiders 30 or some shit, and they go for it. Now I know they do some wild shit on offense down there. I know they do wild shit on offense, but going for it on 4th and 7 and on the Raiders 30, that tells me, coach, you don't believe in the defense. That tells me you've seen this entire game of how the defense has been playing, and you know if you punt the ball away, that's it. With 5.5 minutes or 4.5 minutes left, you know if you punt the ball away, you guys probably won't get it back, or the Raiders are going to score again and it's going to be over. But the bad issue is, and on top of that, fuck before I get to the issue, on top of that, when you go for it on 4th and 7, deep in enemy territory, that tells your defense that you don't believe in them, and that also tells your defense that you feel that they're trash, which also gets into their mind, and they go like, oh shit, are we really trash? Or, maybe we should just, I don't know, why are we even playing this hard? Whatever. If you punt the ball away, you at least give your defense a little opportunity to come down and just fucking and make a play, make a stop. But you didn't. So you go for it on 4th and 7. Patrick Mahomes throws an interception. And when he throws the interception, now you got offensive players playing defense, looking even worse than your defense. And now the man who gets the interception, I forget his name, he marches it down all the way to the 10 or some shit. Almost gets a TD. Almost gets a pick 6. I mean, shit. Ain't nothing you can do about it then, right? So, yeah, man, it was still a decent game from the offense, but the defense was horrible. And I was saying this before, the Raiders, man, they don't have the best defense, but they got a few players who bring some nastiness. But, and you saying they don't have and I'm saying they don't have the best defense, and they played the Chiefs, probably the best offense we might have seen in the past 10, 15 years. So you got to give the defense credit, too, for making sure the Chiefs only stayed at 32 points. And then you give the offense a ton of credit for them making all these big plays. That receiver, Ruggs the third, oh, shit. That fucker is fast as fuck, bro. He is so fast. On a couple plays, it almost seemed like they just told him to run. It seemed like they just looked at him like, yo, just run. And I'm gonna try to, and Derek Carr was like, I'm gonna try to get the ball to where you're gonna end up. And that actually was pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. So Chiefs, man, get that defense shit together, or you will not be repeating as champions, because your offense can't continuously carry you completely the whole way through. Now let's run through a few more of these. Cardinals did their shit against the Jets. Eagles bum asses lost again. Saw that happening. Man, that's just insane. Ravens did their shit against the Bengals. They only let the Bengals score 3 fucking points. I know I said I thought the Jaguars was going to win. I'll take that back. Texans beat their ass for their first win. Oh, Fitzmagic. Oh, shit. I almost forgot about Fitzmagic. God damn. He threw 3 TDs on the Colts. Fuck, bro. Not on the Colts. On the 49ers. He threw 3. Fitzmagic was out there looking so amazing that they ended up benching fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy was playing bad, but maybe Jimmy wasn't ready to come back. He threw 2 interceptions and fucking went 7 for 17. That was oh no, but man, Ryan Fitzpatrick was having a fucking field day. Oh, Jesus Christ, he was going crazy. That he went insane. 3 TDs, no picks, and threw for 350. 49ers, you should be ashamed of yourselves. And y'all was partying after the Super Bowl last year saying that y'all was going to be back. And y'all 2-3. Y'all ain't going back nowhere. Y'all ain't going back no fucking where. It's over with. I'm saying that right now after 5 games. It probably ain't over with, but I'm going to say it. Because y'all just, y'all let the Dolphins fucking do that shit on you fucks, man. The Browns beat the Colts. And I told you guys I was going to be a toss-up, but they made pretty good work out of him. I mean, I don't want to say they destroyed him or anything like that. What I will say is that this is the big difference, right? If you look at Mayfield and Rivers throughout the entire game, they basically had the exact same game. The difference is Baker was able to find the end zone himself. Like, he was able to toss it to people to the end zone twice. He was able to throw 2 touchdown passes, right? But it's not like, and also the Colts took a penalty in the end zone and it was a safety. But he was able to throw 2 TDs. And I mean, it's not like, and those TDs was early. And they were short. They were short touchdown passes. So it wasn't like he was throwing bombs to people. He threw a 2-yard TD and he threw a 15-yard TD. Colts drew a penalty inside the end zone. And then Phillip Rivers, one of his picks was taken back for a touchdown. So, I mean, but other than that, they essentially had the same fucking game. The Cleveland defense just played a little bit better than the Colt defense. That's really it. Because the defense alone was responsible for 9 points from Cleveland. And Cleveland won by 9 points. So, essentially, they had the exact same game with the exact same stats. But Cleveland's defense scored 9 points for Cleveland, and Cleveland won by 9 points. That was really it. This toss-up, but the defense played better. And then, so what you going to do? You know, Seahawks-Vikings, another shootout. Man, Seahawks looked a little crazy for the Seahawks at first, but they ended up scoring 21 points in the third, 6 points in the fourth, and they made it a game, man. They won by 1. They went for a 2-point conversion to try to be up by 3, but that shit did not work. But it didn't matter because the Vikings didn't get close enough to kick a field goal. So, man. But the last thing is 2 things I want to talk about to end this. So, in Washington, Rams versus Washington football team. Alex Smith came in and got some snaps off, man. Alex Smith, he played what, more than 17 snaps, but that's good to see. That's great to see. I mean, they still let him get beat up. He got sacked 6 times, but that might be just because he hasn't played a football game in 2 years. And for who all that doesn't know, Alex Smith, he got his whole leg shit broken like fuck. And it took him about 2 years to get back on the field. So it's good to see him out there playing on the field. So congratulations to Alex Smith for getting back out on the football field and playing football after a gruesome, horrible injury. And I'm very happy to see that. And I bring that up and I want to highlight that because in one of the games, one of the 1 o'clock games, Dak Prescott got injured like fuck. I want to say it was a fractured and dislocated ankle. So she was fractured and dislocated. I'm not exactly sure where the injury was at, or because they just said ankle. I mean, it's a lot of shit down there. So, man, but to see Alex Smith come back from his crazy injury and to know, now on the same day, Dak Prescott goes down for a crazy lower body injury. I mean, it's rough, man. But this the game that they sign up for. This is what they do, right? They know these risks come with it. But of course, you never want to see someone get hurt in a way that their livelihood and everything that they've worked for, all the time that they've put in, it may, I don't want to say come to waste, but they may never get a chance to fulfill all the dreams and aspirations that they had. So congratulations to Alex Smith for coming back, and Dak Prescott, man, my heart goes out to you because that's a bad way to go out. And I want to say I was coming in here to talk shit about the Cowboys and their defense and how horrible they looked and how the Giants were supposed to win that game. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to keep it serious, and I want to just say, Dak, get well soon, man. Just shit might look dark, but, you just got to keep working Because you see Alex Smith. It took him 2 years, but he worked his ass off, and now he's back. Now he's in his league playing. And I believe the same can happen for you. All right, enough with all that seriousness. The Giants were supposed to win that game. They were definitely supposed to win that fucking game. But they lost by 3. And it's crazy how the Cowboys defense can have Danny Dimes looking decent and can have Slayton having the biggest game of his career. 8 receptions for 129 yards. That is fucking insane. Anyway, I ain't gonna shit too much on the Cowboys. Now, Monday Night Football, baby. Chargers at Saints. You know what? I mean, it should be a good game. I want to pick the Saints. I really do. Just found out not too long ago, Michael Thomas will not be playing. The Saints actually are sitting him down because of an altercation on the practice field with a teammate. Man, y'all niggas gotta keep y'all emotions in check, bro. Your team 2-2. You ain't played in like I don't know how long, and now you about to get sat down because you tripping with. I mean, goddamn, bro. Get your shit together. Come on, man. That shit it's insane. But yeah, so the fucking Saints should win. Tyrod Taylor is still out. It's crazy. Like he's been out for a minute now, and it's almost like at this point it seemed like the Chargers trying to keep him. It's been like 3 weeks, man, and now Justin Herbert is a starter again. 5 TDs, 3 interceptions, man. Like that shit's so fucked up. How the team puncture your lung, and then now you lose your starting job because they injured you. That's fucked up, man. That's insane. But New Orleans should win. They favored by 7. I mean, even without Michael Thomas, I mean, New Orleans still been in games and have been winning games. They've lost. New Orleans has only lost 2 games, and that was to Green Bay and to the Raiders. The game to Green Bay, it was down by 7. They lost by 7. It was a touchdown game. You know, I feel like younger Drew Brees would have been able to tie that game up. And in the Raiders game, we'll take that as you can take that on the chin as a loss. But now they're facing the 1-3 Chargers, who are basically in rebuilding stages. I mean, it's just what can you do? And if the Chargers have any hope of winning, they just have to shut down Alvin Kamara because that's basically all the Saints have. Alvin Kamara. So, I mean, take the Saints. If you want to prop bet, I would probably take Alvin Kamara if they have a yards from scrimmage, because he does everything for the Saints. I mean, he's their leading rusher and leading receiver. Like that is pretty fucking insane, right? And the Chargers' only way of winning is stopping Alvin Kamara. But in the later games, and we have baseball games on today as well. We're looking at Astros-Rays game 2, Braves-Dodgers game 1. I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about that. Rays will win again. Dodgers will win game 1. So expect after today, Rays to be 2-0, Dodgers to be 1-0. And that's just how it works. All right, but anyway, I'm tired. I'm done. I'm not going to make this an hour podcast. I'm going to be easy. I'm going to be chill. So thank you for listening again. This is Dem Sports Talk Podcast, episode 9. It's 9 episodes now. And, we're going to see these games tonight, and then I'll be back with you in the morning, Tuesday morning for episode 10. And we're going to talk some more shit, look at all this shit, and then we're going to have a wavy day. All right, so I'll see y'all later. 1.